Consistency is key. You gotta lock in on you. You gotta dial in on you, little homie. I forgot most of these names. Let's go. Is it Gmail? Yeah, it is Gmail, ain't it? It's Gmail, then it's whatever I sent myself a little bit ago. I gotta send that link. Okay, great. I think there are a few reasons why everyone's been getting these. The first is that parents understand how important it is to invest in children's education. The problem with most books and games is they focus mostly on entertainment, like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and even YouTube Kids. Those products are fun, just not designed to properly prepare children for the classroom. Teachers designed this to be both fun and educational. The first ones on here are the My Books. These are a ton of fun. As you can see, they have big pictures and are really bright to grab the kids' attention, and they're designed to help kids learn how to read. These start to help kids make these cognitive leaps moving forward from word association to word recognition to learning how to read. Isn't that cool? They cover animals, weather, seasons, body parts, and even all the different sports and occupations. Do you use ABC Mouse or similar sites? A lot of moms like this because it's different. Those sites only focus on classroom knowledge. First, our system helps prepare kids for the classroom and life lessons they might not be learning in the classroom. For the classroom and life lessons they might not be learning in the classroom. On the apps, moms love that we cover the character development too. We have Coop Tunes that help teach kids about helping others and saving money and being kind, and all the little videos and cartoons. How important is it to start that at an early age? Second, our websites and apps correspond with our books. So whether your kids are visual, auditory, or hands-on learners, there's something for everyone. Like I told you, the apps really bring the books to life. You can download coloring pages and flashcards that go with the books. We also have a partnership with Homer, which is the #1 learn to read program for kids ages 3 to 8. Homer teaches everything kids need to become confident readers. Just 15 minutes of Homer a day was proven to increase reading scores by 74%. What Jenny loved about it is that it grows with the kids through different stages of development, rather than them growing out of it in a couple of weeks, months, or years. We actually have 6 different apps that all come packaged together with the same subscription. Isn't that cool? There's a lot of different games to help out with required math concepts. The games all have multiple levels that get more and more difficult, which tailors to the growth of the kids. Next are the Ask Me books. They cover the 800 most commonly asked questions by kids about reptiles, mammals, the human body, etc. for the why phase. How cool is that? They come with a pictorial table of contents so that kids can point to what they want to learn about. For example, do you know why flamingos are pink? Isn't that interesting? Do you know what a rhinoceros horn is made of? Compressed hair. Isn't that weird? So these are fun for both kids and parents. They're augmented reality where you can scan the cover of the book and a character from Squids will pop up. They'll engage the student in what they're learning about. Another reason everyone's been getting this is a lot of moms are telling me that kindergarten's a lot tougher these days. When I was in kindergarten, it was all about coloring and playtime. Now it's practically the 5th grade. Kids are reading, doing math, learning about science and history. Have you heard that? Exactly. Kids are held to a much higher standard from the very beginning, so being ready for those first few years in school is critical. That's what this is for. We have the Explore and Learns. They're great project-based books that help kids make transitions from storybooks to textbooks. They go over a bunch of topics that kids can use for their projects in class and keep it fun. When learning is fun, they want to keep doing it. At the end of each section, there's a story and a project that correlates with what they were just learning about. There are also videos that go along with projects to walk you through everything. What parents love is there's a comprehension section at the end of each book to see what the kids are actually retaining. Isn't that cool? Lastly, Beth, like we talked about, the biggest reason is that it's education. It's like Blank was saying, education is always a great investment. It's the one thing you can't take away from your kids. So essentially what you have are 26 books taking you from little ones all the way through middle school. You also have access to 6 different websites and 4 apps, all designed to help keep learning fun for kids and prepare them for school. Pretty comprehensive, isn't it? I think one of the biggest reasons I've been doing so well is the price. Most parents know that this would be a great investment for their family, but figured it would cost them an arm and a leg. Hardcover books from Barnes & Noble can be anywhere from $30 to $50 for one book. So families figure for a comprehensive set of 26 books, taking the kids from early learning all the way up through 7th grade, that could easily be anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500, if not more. When it comes to the website, online tutoring sites can cost upwards of $100 a month. So I think the reason I've been doing so well as a system is practical, super fun and educational, and rather than being $1,500 or even $1,200, the entire set is 4 payments of $177. 4 payments of $177. That's not bad. And when it comes to the websites and apps, instead of being $100 a month like other tutoring sites, the cost for all 6 apps and websites is just $24.95 a month. That's less than $1 a day. It's like one mom was saying, we spend more than that on daycare every week for a couple of grocery bills, or even on a couple of grocery bills. She wanted to keep learning fun for her kids when it came to her kids' education. This is her making those small investments in their future because a great education is something that lasts a lifetime. Then you close, and then you go through it. The entire reading of that was like 5 minutes. The demo should be interactive, enthusiastic, and short. Like not short, but not too long. The ideal formula is you want the introduction to be short. It's designed to be short. The setup for that, like 2 minutes, that's the buying atmosphere, that's the ask, that's the calling the parents. All of that should be about 2 minutes. And then the demo where you're actually proving it shouldn't be long because you've already proven everything you need to know in the intro. But in this case, you're not listing the reasons and then doing that, so you don't have an excuse for the demo to be short. In fact, it's actually the opposite, right? So if you were to think about it, since you want the demo to be short, and you're actually blending it, the goal is for the 3 reasons and the demo all together to be less than 4 or 5 minutes. And honestly, I'm gonna ask the qualifying question after the first one. Whenever they're if they don't seem locked in, I'm gonna ask after the first one to get out of there really quickly. So awesome. Okay, so I think I might keep this I might paraphrase a few things to shorten it, because I feel like there's a lot of sentences that are just really, really repetitive. Maybe I plug it into ChatGPT and make it less repetitive. But then again, sheesh. Okay. All right, let's go through that again, and then we're gonna get a timer on it. Actually, I'm gonna start at 9, and then just read all the way through the demo, which is also the reason, to then stop at the summary and see how much time it takes me to just read through it. I need to make sure that I'm keeping it short, light, and sweet. So starting at 9 minutes on the recording, and go. Okay, great. I think there are a few reasons why everyone's been getting these. The first is parents know how important it is to invest in their children's education. The problem with most books and games is they focus mostly on entertainment, like Disney, Nickelodeon, and even YouTube Kids. Those products are fun, just not designed to prepare children properly for the classroom. Teachers designed this to be both fun and educational. The first ones on here are the My Books. These are a ton of fun. As you can see, they have big pictures and are really bright to grab the kids' attention, and they're designed to help kids learn how to read. These start to help kids make those cognitive leaps from word association to word recognition to learning how to read. Isn't that cool? They cover animals, weather, seasons, body parts, and even all the different sports and occupations. Do you use ABC Mouse or similar sites? A lot of moms like this because it's different. Those sites only focus on classroom knowledge. First, our system helps prepare kids for the classroom and life lessons they might not be learning in the classrooms. On the apps, moms love that we have the character development too. We have Coop Tunes. That helps teach kids about helping others, saving money, and being kind, and all through little videos and cartoons. How important is that to start at an early age? Second, our websites and apps correspond with our books, so whether your kids are visual, auditory, or hands-on learners, there's something for everyone. Like I told you, the apps really bring the books to life. You can download coloring pages and flashcards that go with the books. We also have a partnership with Homer, which is the #1 learn to read program for kids ages 3 through 8. Homer teaches everything kids need to become confident readers. Just 15 minutes of Homer a day was proven to increase reading scores by 74%. What so-and-so loved about it is that it grows with the kids enough through different stages of development rather than them growing out of it in a couple of weeks, months, or years. We actually have 6 different apps that all come packaged together through the same subscription. Isn't that cool? There's a lot of games to help out with required math concepts. The games will all have multiple levels that get more and more difficult, which tailor to the growth of the kids. Next are the Ask Me. They cover the 800 most commonly asked questions about reptiles, mammals, and the human body, etc. For the why phase, how cool is that? They come with a pictorial table of content so that kids can point to what they want to learn about. For example, do you know why flamingos are pink? Isn't that interesting? Do you know what a rhinoceros horn is made of? Compressed hair. Isn't that weird? So these are fun for both kids and parents. These are augmented reality where you can scan the cover of the book and a character from Squids will pop up. They'll engage the student in what they're learning about. Another reason everyone's been getting this is a lot of moms are telling me that kindergarten's a lot tougher these days. When I was in kindergarten, it was all about coloring and playtime. And now it's practically the 5th grade. Kids are reading, doing math, and learning all about science and history. Have you heard that? Exactly. Kids are held to a much higher standard from the very beginning, so being ready for those first few years in school is critical. That's what this is for. We have the Explorers. They're great project-based books. They really help kids make that transition from storybooks to textbooks. They go over a bunch of topics that kids can use for their projects in class and keep it fun. And at the end of each section, there's a story and a project that correlates with what they're learning about. There are also videos that go along with the projects to walk you through everything. What parents love is there's a comprehension section at the back of each book to see what the kids are actually retaining. Isn't that cool? Lastly, Beth, like we talked about, the biggest reason is that it's education. It's like Blink was saying. Education is always a great investment. It's the one thing you can't take away from your kids. That was 3 minutes and 40 seconds all the way through. Now, I'll probably be gauging it, but 3 minutes and 40 seconds if I go all the way through. Realistically, with pauses and everything, it'll probably be closer to like 4 minutes. But a 4-minute demo is not bad, because that's also including all your reasons. So that's actually really good. That's actually solid. Like I don't really got to change it for real. I just got to memorize it. The other one is different because the other one's like 1 page and that's everything. But this one's like you merge the reasons with the section that matches up to that particular reason, and then you do the summary and the price build up. And if it's 4 minutes to do the demo, then the summary and price build up's probably an extra minute. That's like 5 minutes on top of the. Let's see, the introduction the approach takes like 2 minutes, if that. When you're starting to sit down, the actual introduction is like less than a minute. Is about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So that's 4 minutes total, and then you do the extra 3 minutes for the. Then you do the extra 3 minutes for the calling the kids, spousal objection, building a relationship, and finding a need with the kids, buying atmosphere and ask. All that takes about 2 to 3 minutes. 2 to 4 minutes, because you don't know how long they're going to take to respond or how long the responses are going to be, and situationally whether or not you include the spousal objection, right? But if you have all of that together, that's 2 for the approaches, 2 for the intro, 4 for that. That's 8. 8 plus 5 is 13, and then you're closing. That's 13 minutes, and then you're getting to the close. Like if you're doing it right, like in a super ideal situation, that's 13 minutes. But in an unideal situation, that's like 15, 16 minutes. and then you're just doing the clothes. So I feel like if you're doing the kids, you can't bring up other packages. Realistically, that's like 15 minutes. I should low-key time myself and see and get all these logistics down. Right. Because I want to make sure that like I have time to close and reclose and everything in under 20 minutes. I want to make sure that I'm not spending more than 19 minutes and 59 seconds with any no's. If it's 20 minutes and you're not a no, I'm out. Straight up. So, the demo and the reasons and the summary and the price split up is 5 minutes. 4 minutes for the finding a need, the finding a need and situation setup, and then like 3 minutes for that. That's 3, 4, and 4. 3, 4, 5, which is 12, 13-ish, right? And then the close in and of itself is like a minute or two. It's like a minute or two. So you're looking at like around, like if you're efficient with your time and stay locked in the entire time, that's 15 minutes that you have to find a need, fill a need, answer objections. This is answer objections and mold the sales talk to them. Mold the sales talk to them. And if they're ever at a stage where you think the only thing that's helpful for them is an Explorer on them, just try and drop a platy on their necks, bro. Try and drop all the black books on them. And I show big packages, then I break the price down. That's what I do. I show big packages, then I break the price down. Like, I'll tell them it's just forward payments of $280. If they're with it, they're with it, and if they're not with it, then I'll be like, they're not with it. I'll determine whether or not the price is the issue or the value is the issue. If the value is the issue, I'll show them a different section. If the value is the issue, I'll show them a different section and see. And if the value is an issue, then fail, felt, found, show a different section, reclose. And if section, reclose. At the same time, if the money is the issue, then I'm gonna just ask them exactly what they want out of it. And typically, if it's a $1,200 package, they're gonna pick a smaller package that's like $500. I'm cool with that. That's still like 30 units. You know what I mean? So I just gotta say it with confidence every time. Yeah, I don't know, it's just 4 payments of $280. It's not bad. Yeah. PC, PC, PC and Sherman's. I'm like, I just show big packages, keep good PR and stay on schedule. Show big packages. Hell yeah, I am. The books are useful. I'm typically done with the actual, he says, just efficiency. I was like, after I had my sales talk down like mid-April. I had all of my sales talk down by the time April started. So literally every day I was doing time trials. I would start a timer, and I would start a 14-minute timer. And by that time, every single piece of the sales talk and any possible objections and 2 possible objections that I actually have to cover have to be done. Have to be done. Damn, it was kind of intense, yeah. So like, intense. And when you say the buying atmosphere enough, when you gain conviction, this is product knowledge. The sales talk is like a skeleton, so it's not like an actual. Yeah, the sales talk is a skeleton. Yeah, approaches, door demo. Swag. But about 4 minutes just for that. So about 5 minutes for the whole shebang. Yeah. And not kidding, PC. Great. Alright. Alright, that's enough thinking for the day though, but okay, great for you getting needs, the first is passed down points for us in children's education, problem with pussy games with the books and my books, these are a ton of fun. As you can see, they have tons of big pictures and are really bright to grab the kids' attention. They're designed to help kids learn how to read, start to help kids make those cognitive from word association toward recognition to learning how to read. Lessons only focus on classroom knowledge. First, our system helps prepare kids for the classroom. For in-class lessons versus for classroom knowledge, and life lessons for outside. Life lessons that they can, and lessons that they might not be learning outside in the classroom. So whether the kids are visual, auditory, or hands-on learning, something for everybody. Like I told you, to absolutely bring the books to life, you can download coloring books pages and yeah.